Well, starting the 7 o'clock hour with some breaking news out of Westminster, where Sky 9 is giving us a live look from an apartment fire. Earlier, when we were monitoring this, we did see flames coming up from the roof of that building. I don't see any right now. This is in the area of 8290 Federal Boulevard. Close to Cobblestone Park, firefighters are working to put out those flames. And again, as of now, we do see a significant, at least reduction in the smoke and the fire that we saw earlier. I do see some fires still, or at least some smoke rather, on that roof. We do have our crews headed to the scene, and we will bring you an update on air as soon as we get it.
While we follow that story, we're also taking this live look near the Denver International Airport. Wind gusts expected to pick up there later today. With the warmer temperatures, a red flag warning is also going into effect at noontime.
Well, here's a look at some of the areas expected to see that danger. The National Weather Service says there's also the potential for weaker winds in Adams, Arapahoe, and southern Washington counties. Under a red flag warning, you should avoid outdoor burning and any activity that could spark a wildfire. That is a very important reminder. Thanks for joining us this Thursday morning. I like to call it Friday Junior. I'm Sam Schucker in for Corey Rose.
And I'm Drew Carney. Okay, Friday Junior.
Yes, we're almost there.
We have a Friday Junior forecast.
I like Friday Junior, Friday Eve.
Yes.
Today we were just talking about the red flag warning that will be in effect this afternoon through evening. And then we have winter weather in the forecast. I'm pretty excited about it.
Weather.
Yeah, we're going on a roller coaster
On Friday,
ride.
not Friday Junior, but on Friday itself.
This time tomorrow, we'll be watching snowflakes a-flying across a big portion of the state. I'll show you where exactly we're expecting that activity. But for this morning, we're under a partly to mostly cloudy sky. Another look at that red flag warning. It's south of Denver, so Kiowa, Elizabeth, Castle Rock, southeastern Colorado. You will see the gustiest winds, low relative humidity around 10 to 15%. Just be careful out there. Fire danger is high. In Denver, it will be breezy at times and mild, 68 degrees. The warm before the storm. We've issued a weather impact alert for Friday. We are bracing for more snow. Not a major metro snowstorm, but the mountains really going to see some accumulation, tricky travel out across the plains and up near Fort Collins this morning. It is dry and into the mountains as well. It's a really pretty start to our morning. Some clouds around and temperatures still above average. Upper 30s downtown and out at the airport. Now, if you do step out the door right now and experience 39 degrees, just want to let you know that will be our high temperature for tomorrow. But a quick warm up ahead for today. 10 a.m. will already be in the mid 50s, partly to mostly cloudy skies for the afternoon, staying mainly dry this evening, but the mountains after about midnight, that's when we'll see winter storm warnings in place here near Winter Park. Portions of the I-70 drive past Georgetown up to Vail Pass as well. We're under a winter weather advisory, and our Front Range foothills could see anywhere between 4 and even 10 inches of snow accumulation, especially above 6,000 feet. So the activity really starting this time tomorrow morning in Denver, looking at a good chance for winter weather. Now, temperature-wise, it's not going to be extremely cold. We'll be hovering in the upper 30s. So, Brown, we're looking at a lot of wet, slushy conditions. We're not expecting a lot of accumulation here for Denver, but the mountains, as you saw, where those winter weather advisories and storm warnings are in place, that's where we'll see the most. But of course, any little bit of wet weather, snow falling from the sky, that could cause an impact for the morning commute, and we'll continue to track snow throughout the course of the day. Further over the Palmer Divide, slightly more accumulation, 2 to 6 inches will be possible.
Katie, thank you so much. 7:04 is your time. A live look right now of our latest crash happening along westbound I-76 at Pecos. You can see that left shoulder partially blocked right now. Traffic is moving in that area, but I am seeing a bit of a slowdown starting from I-25 into I-76 and then I-70. Want to show you what this looks like on our maps. Zooming into that area right now, if you're taking eastbound I-76, so from I-70 heading into I-25, you're not going to come across any issues. You still have the green light there and only a 4-minute drive. It's really on the other side of I-76 right near Pecos where we're seeing that crash. Again, that left lane partially blocked. Right now, that is the only crash that I'm tracking. We were tracking a crash along southbound I-25 and 20th Street. That crash already cleared up.
South Metro Fire Rescue responded to a house fire in Arapahoe County yesterday. They were called to a home near Orchard Road and University for reports of a fire in the attic. Crews were able to control the fire quickly, and officials say that one person, along with 2 dogs and a bird, safely made it out. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Another local fire temporarily shut down a popular Mexican restaurant in Littleton. We're talking about Los Dos Patrios. The fire happened there right off Kipling and C470. West Metro Fire says it started in the kitchen of the restaurant, ended up going through the hood ventilation system. Fire crews were able to contain it to the kitchen area, but there's also lots of smoke and water damage to the rest of the restaurant. West Metro says everyone who was inside did get out safely and there were no reported injuries.
The family of a University of Colorado football player who died in a crash this week is in Boulder. They're meeting the community that supported and loved him. Dominic was killed early Sunday morning when he lost control of a Tesla on Baseline Road. After the news of his death, Ponder's family traveled from Florida to Boulder to meet with their son's teammates. They say during his time here, they watched him grow beyond just the football field.
Never a dull moment when Dom was around.
This is the only way that we're making it through this is that just all of the, I've gotten thousands of text messages.
Blown away.
Emails, students that went to the dean and had them reach out and say that Dom
just sat
saved
next
their
to them.
lives.
Ponder's family says anyone who wants to show their love is welcome at the memorial service. It is happening this Saturday at noon at the Glenn Miller Ballroom on the CU Boulder campus.
Safety experts say this crash could help answer questions about electric vehicles and roadside guardrails. Officials say Ponder's Tesla went through a guardrail and caught fire. They also say speed was a factor, but they haven't released how fast he was going yet. Safety researchers say this crash could offer important insight on how electric vehicles perform and respond in crashes.
And we do know also that battery electric vehicles have unique geometries, even some good safety features like frontal crashworthy safety features, which are very beneficial in vehicle to vehicle or vehicle to wall collisions, which may actually have a negative side effect when it comes to roadside safety systems.
Researchers say electric vehicles are often heavier and built differently than gas-powered cars, which can change how they interact with guardrails.
Well, there is officially a measles outbreak connected to Broomfield High School after another person got infected with the disease. Since Friday, 2 students at the school came down with the highly contagious disease. Yesterday, state public health leaders announced a child who's been around one of them also tested positive. According to the district, the new case is in a student at Broomfield Heights Middle School. All 3 are unvaccinated. Public health leaders say that the student may have exposed people at the middle school from February 17th through the 19th and at the Broomfield Community Center on the 19th. Anyone exposed could develop symptoms over the next week. The principal at Broomfield Heights says all students and staff who are not vaccinated against measles are being told to stay home right now. Broomfield High sent out similar messaging with the other 2 cases.
Public health experts say the measles vaccine is about 97% effective if you've had both MMR shots. But depending on your age and when you were vaccinated, some people may not have a full level of protection. Still, doctors and public health officials say any type of protection is better than none at all. They say the vaccine can reduce symptoms and severity of measles infection, even in breakthrough cases. Vaccinated patients are also less likely to pass it along. We talked to Dr. Ming Wu, a local family medicine doctor, about this.
I would say be aware. Watch your symptoms. If you start developing symptoms of measles, a rash, fever, talk to your primary care provider, see if they want to test you, see if you need to do anything. But again, if you already are fully vaccinated, chances are you will have a mild case and you won't even think anything of it.
So why are we seeing more breakthrough cases this year? Well, doctors say it can come down to simple math. The more cases there are in a community, the more likely a vaccinated person could still get infected. Colorado reported 36 measles cases last year. But over the past decade, the state has typically seen just 1 or 2 cases a year, and in some years, none at all.
The state Supreme Court is giving Children's Hospital Colorado 2 weeks to explain why it stopped providing gender-affirming care to minors. The hospital paused that work earlier this year for fear of losing Medicaid funding. Parents sued to have the treatments restored on the basis of discrimination, but a lower court said no. This week, the Supreme Court agreed to hear the appeal. One person listed in the lawsuit moved from Texas with her family to access care. Her mother says the lack of care has taken a major toll on her mental health.
It's every parent's, worst nightmare. It's heartbreaking. And you just want to ensure that they are happy and they have what they need and they have the medical care they need.
In a statement, Children said in part that they believe gender-affirming care is safe and effective, but that it's unfortunate that the lawsuit targets Children's Colorado rather than the federal mandates.
The city of Littleton is moving forward with a project to revitalize its downtown, and the city is asking for professional design services for this project. So the city says it wants to modernize downtown Littleton while also preserving the area's historic charms. To start, they're going to restore trees, enhance safety, and improve the overall experience, they say, for both residents and visitors. All of this, by the way, is expected to start this spring.